You're watching Plus TV Africa, and you're just in time for our entertainment news program, Tea Time, where we bring you up to date regarding all of the hottest entertainment stories from around the world. Thanks for joining us. I am Tokumbo Taiwo, and here to dissect and analyze every story are my co-anchors Elsie Godwin and Ife Oshunke. Hi, guys.
What's good?
What's new? My usual question. What's new? What's hot? What's cool? What's... So, anything exciting?
We didn't talk about Priyanka Chopra
yesterday.
and Jonas getting married. And
you were so pleased for them, weren't
Yeah, I
you?
was there, actually. So
Oh, as usual, exactly.
you didn't see me.
Don't act so surprised. He's usually there at these kind of things and events.
How did it go?
Exactly.
Awesome.
What kind of food did they serve? Indian or American?
Or a
Mixed.
combination?
Very well said. Elsie, you have more questions, or you have something else that is much more
No, she
interesting?
has a story. Tell us.
No, we are going to talk about the story. I mean, I woke up to the small doctor story, so
okay.
let's just move on.
Okay. All right. So onto the agenda for today. We've carefully selected the biggest stories in the last 24 hours to get you up to speed with the very latest. Our first story, as Elsie said, is on small doctor who was arrested and paraded after allegedly threatening to shoot a policeman. You know what? I've actually been defending small doctor all through this morning because I've been having conversations with people and I've been defending him and saying, you know, we don't yet know what the story.
To see you defend anyone because you don't.
Anyway, as I was saying, I've been like defending you and saying we don't yet know small doctor's side of the story, and I tried to get something regarding what the spokesperson has said regarding him, and I went onto his like page to actually see if he has actually dropped any comments whatsoever, and then lo and behold, even the Commissioner for Police was also involved and actually made a statement. I was like, seriously, if we're hearing from, you know,
Commissioner.
exactly.
What did he say?
He was basically saying that collaborate, or what will I say, you know, agreeing to the story that he was caught with arms and that he was unlawfully in possession of those arms and that they actually threatened a police officer, you know. So I'm like, if he's saying that, then it means the story has been, you know, corroborated. So I can't even wait, you know, to hear whatever he has to say, because I was trying to be defensive, saying, at least let's hear his own side of the story. But they said they had guns in the car and that they told them, you know, I think the policeman was trying to get them to stop or something like that.
people, guns or gone.
One gun, yeah.
Guns or guns. But these are
even
first
then-
people. So, if please, what's going on?
No, the people with guns are not my people.
Now you are disowning small doctor.
But like...
But my concern is he has an event coming up on the 9th, so I don't know what this is going to do to that.
You think he's generating attention for that? Because you know sometimes...
No, I don't think
because
he'll
it
go this
was
far to
just...
generate
Exactly. It was
attention.
quite embarrassing, actually, if you've seen the videos, you know. So I'm like, seriously. But I have to say, for a small doctor, I don't understand why you would threaten someone who is actually in the law. And they said they would
gun,
use...
sorry.
With the gun as well.
How
I mean,
did he
it's...
get the gun?
Unlawful possession, they said, and it's like it's not once or twice. It's like in the past they've always had this gun and they've always used and threatened. I think this is not the first time he's threatening a police officer, but
No,
this was the first time.
No, this is not the first time he's threatened a police officer. This is not the first time he's been alleged to use a firearm.
Exactly.
Yes, because he had a show November 7th at Agege Stadium, where they said after the show, he shot in the air, and about 4 people got injured from the pellets of the bullets.
From the last one or this one?
From the last one, from the pellets
Okay.
of the bullet. So 4 people were hospitalized. So in this case, why the Commissioner of Police got involved was they actually got away. Do you understand? When they threatened the police officer, it wasn't like they threatened the police officer and then they apprehended them immediately. They actually got away, but they made calls for backup. Do you understand? So the Commissioner of Police sent out more men to, how do I put it now?
back the
Intersect,
guys up,
to intersect them from getting away. So they got them. And it was really embarrassing, like you said, if you've seen the video, because it was made to lie on the floor.
To the guy who did that recording, because at some point you realize they were going after him to collect the camera, and he just went away, like towards the end of the video.
Yeah.
So we give it to him for getting that.
And then he was injured in the video as well, because if you listen to what the people, like guys bleeding, and people were even like, is that small doctor? Like people didn't want,
identify him.
Small doctor, no be small doctor.
But
No,
then, if he
small
was
doctor.
resisting arrest, then him bleeding could come from them trying to make sure he gets down and stays down.
No, but by all accounts,
from the video,
now,
he wasn't even trying to stay down.
Exactly,
he still wanted
which
to
means
get up.
that-
No, come on, guys. No, don't let us say that. He was down. I think it was at the point when people were now saying, "Na small doctor," and the police themselves were beginning. They were beginning to give him.
Listening to them
Bro,
at that time.
let me explain something to you. They were giving him that special treatment. Like the moment they figured out it was small doctor, it was about to get. Now let me show you. Now when they parade other criminals, bro.
That was not a parade. That was an arrest and a forceful arrest.
I'm talking about
Yes.
haven't you
And
seen
they
the
were very
parade?
aggressive
You
as
woke
well.
up to the story this morning. I wrote the story last night. So listen, when they paraded him, this guy was dressed in his full kit, head to toe, Nike sneakers, fly Nike. No, wait, I'm talking about the parade now. So the fly Nike sneakers, he had the jacket on, he had everything, his face cap was still on. Who would treat any criminal like that in Nigeria? So I'm telling you that this guy is getting special treatment right now because of his reputation as small doctor. But let's see how this unfolds. Like you said, we haven't heard anything from small doctor's team.
If I'm trying to understand exactly where you're coming from, because I really don't get it. Is it based
now to the parade, and what we are saying is...
What I'm saying is, if you watch the video closely, it wasn't resisting arrest. Because if we keep saying he's resisting arrest, then we're passing out the wrong information out there. Because he never resisted arrest. When they caught up with them... It's not about being at the scene, it's about what I saw. I don't know what video you saw, but I saw
the video I saw. I mean,
so you don't think he was resisting in any way, shape, or form?
So he was not resisting, and then they injured him, and the blood came out.
No, we don't know what happened before then. Maybe he resisted before the video, but I'm telling you, that video, it was very submissive. He was on the floor, and they were asking him, "Now you're gone." They were asking.
They pushed him to the floor, and then they were keeping him down there, and then they were still holding and pulling on his skin. Exactly, and they were holding on to his clothes.
Maybe we're all talking about different videos because the video I saw, it was trying to explain himself. They actually gave him room
there were
to
several
speak.
Videos.
Yeah, there were several videos.
Linda Ikeji posted her own video. Instablog posted their own video.
He was actually trying to get up, and they were pushing him down. He was trying to get up, they were pushing him down. So
yeah, so because it was not just one person, I think, that was taking the video clips from several from a lot of people.
The one I saw, they actually gave him room to speak. He was trying to get up, and then he was explaining to them that this was
after the first one that really happened.
All right, time to take a quick break. When we return, we'll be bringing you all of the latest news on Kunle Afolayan and Deborah Lawson. Don't go anywhere.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect am.
If you no talk, then go beat you.
Na 2,500 I dey pay.
Welcome back. It's still tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're about to bring you our next story. The latest headline on Kunle Afolayan, who has been appointed by Governor Ambode as a board member of the Lagos State Basketball Association. So first of all, congratulations to him for getting that role.
First of all, waiting concern Kunle Afolayan with basketball.
Why
I'm glad.
The question?
Because that was on my mind. That was so on my mind. I'm like, seriously. But I said, let me just be polite. Let me give him his congratulations first of all. But that's the question on all of our minds, basically.
But I mean, after asking that question in my head, I thought he's just on the board. You know, he might be able to make contributions that can move the association forward.
Yeah, but he still doesn't answer the question.
No, because I did my digging.
Yeah, and it's also not the first time that he has been appointed onto one board or another. The last time the Lagos State government appointed him, it was something to do with art. art.
Yeah, that makes sense.
that
makes
because
sense,
that's
yeah.
it's industry.
Okay. And then now, all of a sudden, he's in basketball. I've never known
very
him to
soon
be
he'll
a
come out
sports
to tell
person. Have you
that
known
in
him?
school he played basketball.
I did my digging. I even went as far as looking at his hobbies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then basketball wasn't even
I
one
was
of
thinking,
them.
I was like,
And I was
is
like-
it only me that knows that? I've never seen him
like-
do anything or post
So
anything
is it
about.
safe to say Ambode is making the wrong appointments?
No.
No.
That's
Because
not what
I
I'm
think
going
the
to say.
reason why they selected him is probably so that, you know, he can promote or, you know, I don't know. They just think he's the
Somebody's
person.
not running for governor again. So
Yeah, I know.
No, not
but
promote Ambode. I'm saying they just think he's, based on some of the things that he has done in the past, that's Kunle, they just think that he's a suitable person in terms of
getting sponsorship.
and being responsible to the post that has been assigned to him.
Okay. Well, if you're talking about getting sponsorship and all that, I think he has really done well with getting enough hands on deck for his project. I mean, he has one of the most sponsored movies in Nigeria, you know.
1960?
I don't know the particular one, and I need to check. But when you see his project, you realize he worked with a lot of companies, from the flights to him premiering his movie or in flight and all that. So he has that relationship with the corporate world. Probably that expertise can be brought into this association. I do not know, but I need to understand how he got on the board in the first place.
But I think basically most of these things are just like the way a lot of brands need social media influencers to promote their stuff.
Yeah.
This is where I believe it could come in because it's a big brand, it's a household name, so everybody knows Kunle Afolayan. So and then I think the first the veteran league has just been established in the basketball. Something about basketball that is veteran that hasn't been done before in Nigeria. So maybe he's probably going to promote that and then do some things in the entertainment sector so that sports, because you know all these things go hand in hand, sports, arts, music, entertainment, all of that, they go hand in hand. So it makes a little bit of sense, but if this was a period when Ambode was still aspiring to be the governor of Lagos State for the second
I don't
term,
think he would have made this call.
Yeah, no, I would have just said, okay, this
Maybe
is a political what's it called? A political move to be able to promote himself and get people
But
to
political
vote for him.
move or not, I still think that at the end of the day, regardless of all of the benefits that you think that, you know, Kunle Afolayan can bring to, you know, the sports team, I think at the end of the day that it's still ideal to put people who are actually more inclined towards that area in that particular area, you know. And
What would
I'm
you
sure,
have recommended? JJ Okocha.
but I'm sure that, you know, at the end of the day, that there are more people who are more suited to that role and that, you know, probably have that kind of influence in the sporting field as opposed to someone who is actually in the entertainment field, you know. So
I would have preferred even if it was Akeem Olajuwon or somebody.
exactly. Now you're talking.
That'll make a
You
lot
know.
of sense.
But I'm sure maybe
I'm sure with
he's
time,
way above
Kunle
their
will come
budget.
out
But
to
big shout out to
respond.
Kunle Afolayan.
Yeah,
He's just trying to
congratulations.
he's very
Versatile.
and is diversifying his
Exactly.
industry.
Fashion,
Like his
acting, film production.
filmmaking.
I mean, it's very
you know.
commendable.
Yes, and then his son is also learning how to be a mechanic. Come on, man.
So you can't get over that. That was like years ago. Anyway.
I'm just saying, like, he's
Okay.
a very versatile guy, and he's
Okay.
a very cool dude, I must say, because I've met with him, and it's very, very cool. So I'm
You've
proud.
met with him, haven't you, Elsie? I've met with him as well. Up next is the story. But, well,
Why
I didn't
are
even
you
mean it like that.
waiting? Why?
no, he got to the message. He first got to the message.
We're in the same circle, so we've met. It's not a competition. This is not in Edo and no. What is wrong with you?
No, it's not money Obuni and Uche Jumbo.
Oops.
In Edo,
The competition thing, like,
In Edo, and no money.
it's in Edo that is letting us know that there is a
But
competition.
it was a collaborative movie with Uche Jumbo and In Edo.
He's correcting you.
No,
Yeah, he's making sense though.
but let's move on.
Okay. All right. Up next is the story on Rapa CDQ, who begs for his £4,000 pendant snatched in Lagos. So from what he was saying, it's like he
I have
was
a
like,
question.
Okay.
Please, can you help me convert £4,000?
It would be let's do
That's
like
about
500.
less than
Let's
2
do 500.
million.
That'll
No,
be like
it's
2
actually
million.
460.
460. No, I'm just saying just to be on the
Yeah, that's
conservative
like
side.
2 million, right?
Yeah,
And then he
that's about
said
2
he'll
million or
give
just under.
anything to whoever brings back this pendant. Anything is huge. What if I want something that's more than 2 million naira for this pendant? So he's ready to...
Well, I think
actually
he
be
does, yeah,
willing-
because he said the pendant is
It means
what
more,
means
exactly.
a lot to
Yeah.
him. It's not
You know
about
where-
the price.
So how did the
Exactly.
pendant leave his neck first? Or where was
This
he?
is
performing now.
Nigeria.
And
No,
then
and
the
apart
pool-
from
the
that, you're
pool there.
performing, you could be jumping around.
Exactly.
And it
And
fell
I've
off.
lost chains
Exactly.
severally that I
Let
didn't
alone a
even know where.
pendant,
So
especially
let
if it's
alone a
not been
pendant.
properly,
Yeah, so,
attached.
And then and you're on stage,
That's
you're
the thing.
performing, you're in the heat of the moment, and
So
you're
who
just
mixed it up? CDQ is the same guy that has the In Your Mugabe album, right?
Not in your Ijoba Mugabe.
Something Mugabe.
Yeah.
Okay, he's the one that also had the altercation. I don't know, but everything about CDK in the news right now is just funny and looks like he's just looking for attention.
No, he's not. In
So
this case, he's not.
that's how I feel. Like everything is just coming out, and it's never really so pleasant. So that's how I feel right now. Like
You think this is a PR stunt?
possibly.
Okay.
Where I would rather confirm is, bro, stop wearing chains. Can you remember the
He said
last time we
pendants.
spoke? No, like the last time we spoke about him when he got his chain snatched in Osun State and then he got into a fight.
So always
Can you
snatched.
remember
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I'm
Everything
saying,
about
like,
him is-
bro,
there's
stop
always
wearing
comma.
chains. Like, if you look at the billionaires in the world, the Mark Zuckerbergs and the Bill Gates, you don't see them wearing.
No, it
those are
doesn't
not
work
his-
for Nigerians and the Nigerian
But those
entertainers.
are not his
They
inspirations,
need to
though.
Like,
look
look at me,
like.
come on,
Get
I
an
don't
inspiration.
wear chains or anything.
Does he know you? Hello?
Have you noticed that Jay-Z don't do the whole chain thing
Once in a
much
while he
anymore?
does.
Like he
He
does
does,
once in a
yeah,
while.
he
But
does.
he's become. So you want him to look up to Jay-Z, right? Not to Bill
But the thing
Gates.
is, we don't even know who he's looking up to. And most of those guys in the hip
He has
hop
told
world,
you he's looking up to Mugabe.
God, I think that was where I stopped being his fan in any way. I'm not sure I was, but at that point,
it just even got worse.
nah.
Oh.
Well,
But
I
we
just
have to
feel-
say at the end of the day, though, that if, for example, it's not PR, like Elsie said, if it's not PR, I'm just trying to be fair on his side that there are times where people get emotionally attached to certain things that they have, especially if it's been given by somebody. You
Like
know,
I left
that-
my pendant in a cab. I'm still waiting for him to bring it back.
Sorry,
So
does he know you?
I called him already. He'll get it back. Don't worry.
No, I was just trying to talk about
I know. I was like, okay, you're using my line there. But at the end of the day, though, do you not think that sometimes we get emotional?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
okay.
that necklace is not really expensive, but
Mm-hmm.
because it has my name inscribed in it and someone gave it to me.
Oh,
so
that LC.
yeah, I lost it like the
second.
second day, so I'm hoping to get it back
What were you
soon.
doing in the taxi that you had to take off your chain?
Oops. Oh, $1 million question. But we'll take another quick break and maybe we can answer that. When we return, we'll be dishing out the latest on Dabota Lawson. It's where the big stories live. This is Plus TV Africa.
When I did it, I was full on, hands-on on the whole project.
So how did you deal with it? All of that negativity?
I got depressed, obviously. Duh. Haven't you heard?
I've got two of the hottest topics currently trending on social media. If you've seen the word Senate trending on Twitter, that's because the Nigerian police force has gone Trump style.
I haven't shared this with anyone, but I reckon I get about like 100 people asking for help a day. That's a fact. I can prove that.
Welcome back. It's still tea time on Plus TV Africa, and we're moving on to our next and final story. Deborah Lawson slams men who try to take advantage of her as a single mom. Okay, Elsie, I think this is what I do.
Why? Because
you're a woman, she's a woman, you can maybe...
first, I need to change my friends.
Well, are all of them single mothers?
No, I'm talking about the fact that her best friend sends her 1 million naira without her asking just because she's not feeling good. I mean, if
But we all have.
Send her.
If,
Send her 1 million.
when was
Don't you
last
have
time
any
you sent
friend
me
like
1
that?
million naira?
At least, thank God you said when was the last time. At least you've been sending.
Really?
I've been
And
sending.
secondly, I'd like to point out that this is the first time she's putting out something there and it's looking really cool for she and her baby dad. It's not like she's trying to throw a subtle shade
yeah.
at him.
At
So
him.
it's clear that he's part of her life
It's
and
like
doing.
Ife doesn't think so.
What do you
Or
think?
is still
I just
a
think
shade?
this
He's
is a
doing his
very
duty.
confused woman, Dabota Lawson, because 1 minute you come out and slam this guy, and 1 minute you come out to be thankful to him for being part of the reasons why you won't let men.
I think
take
she has
advantage
listened to
of you.
Toke Makinwa.
Yeah, because
And now she's
I
focusing on the positives,
Yes,
Yeah,
because I think it was ever since then that the change came about. Prior to that, it was always moan, complain,
But
complain.
I need Ife
definitely-
to land and throw the bomb. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna go. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, yeah, if you know you're getting something, no matter how little, at least, even if it's child support, not once has she come out to call her baby daddy a deadbeat. That you get, like, so he has always been supportive, but you keep talking about how much you your
How much
biggest
you regret
regrets is
getting married to
to the
him.
guy.
I mean-
So the fact that it didn't work out doesn't mean, and then now the next minute you're coming to tell us how this guy is so cool, how he's part of the reasons why you do not need men that just want to
Enter the place.
And
That's how she put it.
so enter
I
the
can't
place.
believe she actually said that.
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's just funny. Like, you just need to make up your mind. If you need to get back to Sonny Agu, please just go direct and then have a conversation
Do you think
with
she
this
wants
guy.
to get back? I don't
Well,
think she
I'm
wants
just
to.
saying,
If she
like,
did-
then
I don't
you
think she
don't. We
wants
don't
to,
need.
but she needs to get her head right. Like
Yeah.
Ife said, you don't need to be confused and putting out
Exactly. Different messages.
You know, just be cool, focus on the positives. I hope she's doing
and
that
even
now.
focus on your own life
Yeah.
rather than focus on the past.
And whether you are Dabota Lawson or not, there are 1,000,001 ladies out there going through what you're talking about. There are always
Exactly.
guys that want to enter the place, and there are guys that are just there to be part of your life and be good. So just live with it and let's talk about business, please.
Okay.
Well, she said money right, body right, account right.
Yeah?
So, check, check, check.
Is that a hint to anyone in particular? Do you think? Do you?
The check part?
Yes.
What?
Who exactly are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe we may not even know. I'm
Nah,
just saying maybe she might be
none
hitting on
comes to
someone.
mind, right? Of course, this is a shade
Of course,
to some
no, it's
people.
a shade to people,
some
not
guys,
even one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think we're done on Dabota Lawson.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Big shout out to Dabota Lawson.
Yeah.
Why are you
keep
shouting out
keep
to
getting the 1 million.
Get your money. Yeah. And like
I'm
Elsie
proud
said,
of you. I'm proud of you.
like Elsie said, we need to change our friends.
We do.
a Dr. Pella in our life will not be bad at
You
all.
know.
You know?
You know, we work on it.
Yeah, but
But when have you
get...
ever even
Have
sent me 1,000?
I was going to say, I
I'm
was
not going to say
going
when was the
but
last time.
seriously,
When have you ever?
Do you think you're going to have friends that are actually going to send you a million?
Oh, I have
Yes!
friends that actually send
you
me
1
I have
million.
friends that send me
Not
money,
1
but not 1
million.
million.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about someone
No,
who's
I will
actually
need to
going
upgrade.
send,
That's what we are
upgrade.
saying.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It seems you
I
don't
hope-
have.
Don't you have
No.
friends you send money? You?
I do, but what
We
I'm
all have
saying is
friends
that-
we send money to.
Yeah, but
And we
we're
have
talking
friends who
about.
send us
I'm
money.
particular about the 1 million, and I think it's going to be a long time.
Well, me, I'm not
That's-
looking
It's
for
not
a
going
friend
to
to
be a
send
long
me
time.
1
What do you
million. I'm
mean?
looking
See,
for a
in my
friend to send me
circle,
10
there are
million.
awesome people, and they are rich.
And they are really ambitious
Yes.
too, so, you know.
Please, don't put
so
that long
1 million
time
is
there.
nothing, man.
Tokumba, why are you talking like you? I think
I'm
you said you were
being
dining with the
realistic.
queen the
I'm-
other day. What happened? Like, there was...
Like,
Listen, as much as the queen has, she would never like just give you 1 million just like that.
yes, UK people
Yeah.
are stingy.
It's not that you.
And that's why it's difficult for him to understand that we have friends that we give and we get back
Hello.
from.
Yeah.
Everyone is, to themselves.
You need
it's
to
me, myself.
come into our Nigerian or our Lagos. It's Lagos, not Nigerian. We are
It's not
Lagos way
Nigerian.
on life.
You don't think it's Nigerian?
It's Nigeria. I think Nigerians are
Exactly.
usually
It's
like
not a
filled with
Lagos
cash.
thing.
It's not really illegal, but Lagos.
So you agree you're not a Nigerian, right?
Sorry?
You're not a
Say
Nigerian.
that
They
again.
sell out
You're not
now.
a Nigeria at heart.
What do you mean?
Talking about
What do you
lunch.
mean?
Okay, lunch on you. Prove us wrong.
Oh, yeah, right. That's a very good way to proceed.
Can you imagine?
I think that's where we're going to wrap up this morning. Join us later today for afternoon tea. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchors Ife and Elsie, the production team, and our stylist operating under Kudi's empire. I'm Tokumbo Tairo, and as they say goodbye in Japanese, sayonara.